All right, time for more of today's top stories. Australia's Defence Force Chief has admitted that they don't really know how many current and former ADF members have been lost to suicide. The Royal Commission hearing in Townsville has been told the data is inaccurate, and General Angus Campbell conceded that that means there's no clear picture of what's going on.
Is Defence doing enough to reduce the incidence of suicide and suicidality amongst ADF members and former ADF members?
The immediate answer is no, period. Defence is not doing enough.
To a breakthrough in quantum computing by an Aussie team of researchers at the University of New South Wales is likely one day to transform our lives. Led by 2018 Australian of the Year, Professor Michelle Simmons, the team has created an integrated computer circuit on an atomic scale in silicon. I mean, I know what that means, but basically, in plain English, it means future computers will be able to do way more than is currently possible.
And that really allows us to use quantum states to perform calculations in real time that would otherwise take thousands of years.
This is huge. Another suspected sighting of Victoria's legendary Otway panther is making headlines. A bloke from Lorne reckons he saw the big cat on the prowl on the main street.
Wow.
Look at that, just as easy as you like. This is the early hours of the morning. So he's tracked down this security video to prove that he didn't imagine it. Now, this proves he didn't imagine something.
Nah, it's a cat. A big cat. I think, look at it on scale, look at that bin, and compared to that cat, it could be.
You don't know how big the bin is.
I'm saying,
You're right, it's a tiny bin. It's tiny.
or maybe it's a massive bin compared to a massive cat. I think it's a big regular cat.
A big regular cat.
I just think it's a regular cat. I didn't even think
You
that
don't-
looked that.
you don't
Can we
think
get more vision? Can we look at
It looked
this again?
extremely normal to me.
That's what I thought.
But do you know when these things happen, does your brain just accept it, or does your brain go, that's absolute? Look at it compared to that light box, it's huge.
I couldn't even see it. I didn't know where it was.
Okay, if you hadn't told me this was a big cat story, I'm
Look at
looking
it
at that
with
going,
those
oh,
ties.
look at the kitty.
Yeah, it's like a cat on the loose, owner worry.
I would
That's what I thought.
breaking. World's tiniest cat.
Yeah, ironically couldn't be found.
The bloody owner was Joe Exotic, like it's a big cat.
It's kind of a cat that have in a boring place like Vienna. That's what it is.
Vienna, copying a pacing.
Sorry, so is anyone on board with this as a
I
big
think
cat?
it could be a large-ish cat.
That's not the big cat.
Yeah,
I think it's a
large-ish cat.
fantastic thing about our Australian society that every region thinks there's a big cat hanging around.
Do you think,
that ain't it.
Not to like dismiss it completely, but do you think if there were big cats, it'd be slightly easier to sight them?
100%. I mean, the only cats we've got are, as Walida said, is a regular size cat.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it was fun killing that story.
Breaking. Nothing happened. There was a very normal animal roaming around. There was a police chase over to Adelaide now, where there was a police chase this morning. The culprit was caught on this woman's street, and she has some advice for him.
I didn't know what to think of it. I just didn't know what he was doing. But I did think he was dumb because he ran down a dead-end street and thinking the only street you picked is the wrong one.
I just love anything that's kicking a man while he's down.
Who's she going for?
All right, well, diehard music fans have started making the pilgrimage to the first Glastonbury Music Festival in 3 years. Train strikes have made it tough to get to the site, but there have been long lines and campsites filled up pretty quickly. At least 200,000 people are expected to attend the 5-day event, so Paul McCartney and Billie Eilish are just two of the big-name headliners.
And things are getting spooky at Amazon. Company scientists have taught AI assistant Alexa to read your stories in a loved one's voice, even if they are dead. The system will be able to mimic the dearly departed after hearing less than a minute of audio. Amazon says it's about making memories last.
Alexa, can Grandma finish reading me The Wizard of Oz?
Okay, but how about my courage? Asked the lion anxiously. You have plenty of courage, I am sure, answered Oz. All you need is confidence in yourself.
Wow, it even picked
Oh
up
my
Grandma's buffering in there.
Yeah.
That's quite something.
No,
Are they adding echoes?
they were making it authentic. Grandma, you know, she's getting on.
I'm not against it wholly because, yes, I admit hearing it there does seem creepy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if I could hear my grandma's voice for another, second, I would.
But isn't it, there's one thing to hear a recording, which I think if you had a record, like a true recording, I think
Yeah.
that could be quite nice. But to have it like new words, some
Especially when they wouldn't
algorithm
even know.
making new things, I feel like there's a risk that like in the night it's going to be like, grandson, Amazon Prime is $7.99. Fantastic bargains on Amazon right now. Like it's just, it's Black
Yeah.
Mirror-esque for me.
Yeah, okay. And more sinisterly, it could really impact people's ability to deal with grief and death and that as well.
Yeah, at some point you've got to go through the process of moving on, right?
Yeah.
And that would make it harder.
Take it, yeah. I can still see the appeal though.
It sounded like you got turned around and now you're trying to turn yourself around again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Potentially.